Hi, my name is Alex and welcome to the first episode of RPG Snippets, which is basically a series of short videos where I present to you characters or items or locations or organizations that I have used in my own games or that I have come up with for my own games and maybe have not used, which will hopefully inspire you to create similar characters or completely different characters, or you can just feel free to choose these little RPG snippets that I present to you and put them into your adventures, into your campaigns, or even play them as your player characters if you want to, and if it works, and let me know how it goes. So I will be giving you one of those RPG snippets every week, maybe two every week, depending how much time I have. And today we are starting with a character I would like to call the Unwanting King. Let's call him Agamon. So I'm using him in a current campaign of mine. Agamon starts out as the second son of a powerful king, a very just, noble ruler. And he has a younger brother and he has an older brother. Now, he never expects to become king because his older brother has always been groomed to become king. He himself, Agamon, is an honourable young man, not particularly experienced, but aware that he is not particularly experienced, and tending to trust advisors. His father is surrounded by a group of important, wise men, and he does trust them. Now, bad things happen when Agamon is about maybe 18 or so, and his younger brother is about 16, and his older brother is about in his sort of early 20s. His father is slain, and his older brother is also slain by his father's brother, by his uncle. So Agamon's uncle takes control over the kingdom. He has his own brother assassinated, the king, and he also has the eldest son assassinated, and he takes control, he takes over. Agamon and his younger brother barely escaped due to the involvement of a few faithful soldiers, which were player characters, of course, in my campaign. Now he sits in exile for several years, and because he has very little influence and he's very young, and his uncle is very powerful and has all the riches of the kingdom at his command, it is very tricky for Agamon to survive these years. He's hunted by assassins, and he is being pushed around from one potential protector to another. No one really wants to help him, no one really wants to protect him, until he finally agrees to do some fairly shady deals to get his throne back. Well, he never really wanted the throne, but he sees it as his duty to take revenge, to finish his uncle and liberate the people that are being suppressed by the new tyrant. And also, killing your own brother is, of course, a crime that the gods hate, so his uncle is also a very ungodly man. There is a time when Agamon returns at the head of a small army. He defeats his uncle's troops. He takes back his throne. However, his uncle escapes to a realm to the south, a realm with which he has made, while he was king, many alliances, and whose king is his friend. Now, Agamon is pressed to act. He is afraid that his uncle will come back with an army and slaughter him and his men. So he spends a lot of the money of his kingdom on mercenaries, and he strengthens the standing armies of his kingdom. He has some advisors which he has made deals with that are not necessarily the nicest people who are trying to stir his paranoia and make him more and more paranoid, and for their own gains, of course. And several of the deals he has made with our other kings are due now. So Agamon makes some decisions that are not good, and he also feels very overprotective of his own brother, his younger brother, and he says he feels that he needs to make the realm strong. This goes on for a few years, and slowly the noble, honest young man that Agamon once was becomes a bitter, isolated king who feels like he's shouldering the burden of the whole realm, and even more than that, on his shoulders, carrying it on his back without too much help. He in the end declares war against this southern kingdom that gives shelter to his uncle. He marches with his army of sellswords, mercenaries, and his own local troops and conquers this kingdom and kills his uncle and takes control of this southern kingdom. And now he is king of not one realm but two realms. He is an unwilling ruler with an unruly population, for neither his own population, which was heavily taxed, nor the now newly conquered population, who do not have a king anymore because the royal family was mostly slain in the battles, they all fear him and they all dislike him. And his main problem is also that he has a very large army. He has several advisors that are soldiers, basically ex-mercenary captains that have received high positions, and that he has to satisfy. He has to pay the mercenaries, and he has to, in one way or the other, use them. His money is running out, and the only way he sees to pay his mercenaries without taxing his own already poor subjects even more is conquest. So he becomes a conquering king, a warlord, eventually beloved by his own people, but feared and hated by all these outlying kingdoms. And even though he's somewhere deep within him, still that young, honourable boy that he once was, the fact that he feels responsible for his brother, for his own life, for revenge, for the name of his family, and for making his own realm strong, and also for upholding all those promises he has made in his time of need. All these things have changed him. And that was Agamon. I hope you can use him, or that I could inspire you to create something, some snippet for your own games. Let me know what you think. Let me know if that was helpful at all. And let me know what kind of organization or character or artifact or location you might be interested in. I have a lot of things I could share, I guess. That comes from being a game master for 15 years and creating way too much stuff. So yeah, if you like that, subscribe to our channel. We'll be posting more RPG snippets. And as always, good luck with your own games, and I will see you around. Bye bye.